What's up, guys? I'm just bored here. Late, early Friday morning, watching fights for UFC 240. I thought I'd come on and just have a little chit chat with some guys if you're around. I'm actually right now watching Gillian Robertson against Veronica Macedo. Second time watching this fight back, just trying to get a little view on Gillian Robertson for next week. So yeah. How's everybody doing? Looking forward to UFC San Antonio. If you get any questions, just drop them in. What's happening, Buffo? Hope you're good, man. If you get any bets for UFC San Antonio, drop them in. Let me know. Jillian, she cashed a nice underdog win against Molly McCann. I remember that. I think she was plus 240. I got her as well. Big underdog. Just watching that Macedo fight, she gets so many single leg takedowns. But Macedo's takedown defense is so bad. See, the thing is, I don't know. I thought Raquel and Tisha Torres were still together. I know that Tisha's went back to American Top Team, but I thought they were still together. But I don't know. I thought I went and had a look on the Instagram, and I saw like a few weeks ago. So I don't know. I've never really been a big Raquel Pennington fan. I've actually been a bit of a fan of Irene Aldana and so on. So yeah. But yeah, Gillian Robertson, when she's very opportunistic when it hits the ground. If you give her a chance to get a lemon arm, a neck, she's going to grab it. Like I'm in the second round here against Veronica Macedo, and she's got the armbar clasped in. Very dogged. Actually did really well getting the arm out. Imagine to push her over. Smart. She's smart on the ground. I'm watching PFL. I actually had no idea that the PFL was on tonight. No idea. Aldana might finish her. Yeah, I would rather go with Aldana. Who do I like for DK? I actually think Steven Peterson's actually a good play this week. Yeah, Steven Peterson. Even if he loses, I think he's got like 45, 50 points in his two losses. Not bad. If he gets a win, you're maybe looking at 80, 90, maybe even close to 100 if he fights really well, really aggressively, gets takedowns and so on. But yeah, I like Steven Peterson as an underdog. I've got a bit of Gabriel Silva. Kind of hedged out a little bit with Ray Borg. So must be from Scotland. Yeah, I'm from Scotland. I'm from Bonnie, Scotland. Is Domingo going to be the mush? Could happen. I do like Pilarti though. I like him to beat Colares this week. He's the only kind of guy I really like up top. I'll have a little bit of Ray Borg, but nothing too much. I wasn't really on Mike Rodriguez all that much last week, even though I could really afford him because my strategy last week was 3 dogs, and that was the 3 dogs were File, Ryan, no, not Ryan Hall, Josh Emmett, and there was someone else. Benito Lopez were the 3 dogs I really liked last week. So, are you from Glasgow? No, I'm not from Glasgow. I'm from a little village away down the southwest, but I stay literally on the outskirts of Edinburgh. Who can stop Amanda? I don't think anybody stops Amanda right now. I think Durandamy will give her a good fight if it's a stand-up fight, but you'd probably still pick Amanda in that spot. She's just got more weapons. Like I say, if it's a pure stand-up fight, then I think you give Durandamy an edge, not an edge, but a chance. But she can mix up. She can take it to the ground, can Amanda? So yeah. Edwards easy. I've shifted more as the weeks went on to Dos Anjos. I actually quite like Dos Anjos for DraftKings. Actually, I think I might put that strategy of three underdogs and try and see if I can get some of the bigger guys. I think Walt Harris is a good guy to go with if he can get Olenek out of there. But like I say, that's always risky. So Olenek might not be a bad play coming back, but who knows? I know. YouTube sent me a message earlier on saying your super chat. I was like, what the hell is super chat? It's like, not that I do these all that often, but something about guys can send in donations, which is really, really weird. So yeah, I went and read up about it, and it's like people can send you, or they can pin something, da da da, and you will see it in the chat. And I was like, oh, that's weird. People have been emailing me saying you should do super chat, do super chat. I have no idea what it is. So, but YouTube, I went and had a look and said, yeah, looking forward to the Adams Hardy fight. I am as well, because you know it's going to finish. I'd be surprised if it goes past 10 minutes. Yeah, I heard about Andre Fili's dad literally got out of jail and fight in front of his sisters and so on. Anything like that this week? No, I don't think so. Not that I've heard. I've watched a couple of interviews, some fighter interviews earlier on today, but nothing too much. Sorry, guys. I'm just going to change fights. So yeah. Why area the Irish so weak? Their country voted by a large margin to legalise baby murder. So much for being a Catholic nation. I have no idea about that. Yeah, I kind of control. I barely keep up to date what's going on in my own country half the time. So who knows? We might be going our own ways very, very soon. We'll need to wait and see. So looking at other countries' kind of problems, it's not my gig. So 8 a.m. in the Philippines. A good 7 hours ahead of us. See, but it's lovely and warm. It's been actually pretty great over here in the UK. Some rain, but that's to be expected here in the UK. But it's been really humid. So I'm guessing there's something going down in Ireland regarding baby murders, abortions, and stuff like that. I'll maybe have to look into it. Sorry, this is not. Is that a Zaza? It's not. It's a Steph Curry. Steph Curry one. Not that I'm a Warriors fan. I'm one of these people that will buy um, like merchandise for probably every team. I don't support an NBA team, but I'll just buy jerseys for the sake of it. Zaza Pachulia, I haven't heard that name in a while. Well, Adams and Greg Hardy, two good fighter parlay. Like I think I might bet Greg Hardy, and I'm thinking whether I should or not. That's my pick. That's who I'm going to go with. But it's like still risky on my part. So yeah, Kiro the Tank. What do you think of MVP versus Keely fight? I really like the fight. Fair play to Richard for coming out and getting that fight, and Bellator making that fight, and there was the back and forward between MVP and um, Richard there. So yeah, it's actually a really good. The two fights they've got headline in that Dublin card. They've got James Gallagher against Carl Eleanor. That's a really good main event in my opinion. It's a tough fight for James Gallagher, and then you've obviously got MVP, and that fight's a great fight. They're putting some decent fights together for that Dublin card, so fair play to them. So odds on Hardy and Adams going distance, no idea. But I think I seen it was -700 not to go the distance. So yeah. Whereas Zabit is actually going to main event the Russia card. He's not. I don't think he's fighting Ortega. Ortega's going to be fighting in Mexico. So there was talk. I know there was talk of Zabit and Ortega next week, but Zabit is injured. But I think he's going to main event the fight night card in Moscow later this year. And I did see talks of maybe Yair Rodriguez against Ortega, but I don't know. Traitor government sold out for shekels. Oh, that's a shame. Queally versus Scope's a good fight. It's a good fight if you live in Ireland, and especially in Dublin. I think you should go to that fight night card, the fight card, the Bellator card. I think it's a good card. I'll be watching. Is the fight called off? I don't think it was ever announced, that fight, like officially. But they've had a betting line out for it. But no. Oh, Twega's fighting the Korean Zombie. Oh, actually, you could be right there, Quincy. But I know that the Korean Zombie really wants to fight in December in the South Korea card. So who knows what's going to happen? Oh, Cowboy versus Gaethje. Holy shit. I woke up this morning to at least 15 messages from people saying, did you see the main event for Vancouver in September? I was like, no, I've just woke up, and I went and had a look, and it was like Cowboy versus Gaethje. I'm like, holy shit. And then throughout the day, I've been kind of looking on social media, and I've seen a lot of people writing off Cowboy straight away. And I'm like, oh, I'm not like that. I think I edged Gaethje, but people are writing off Cowboy a bit too soon. But again, he's coming back after a lot of punishment against Tony. So, fucking both guys are savages, absolute savages. But as of right now, I would probably edge Gaethje, but you can never write off the Cowboy. Yeah, that's a great fight though. Jeez, is that a fight night card? That is an amazing main event for a fight night. It must be on big ESPN. You'd have to have that fight on ESPN, surely. Yeah, UFC on ESPN 16. Some good fights on that card, by the way. Good card. I'm a fan of both as well. How can you not be a fan of both? I mean, what Cowboys did and the fights that Gaethje gives you are you just know that it's not going to disappoint, and that's what I mean. It makes Dana White's and the matchmaker's job so easy when you've got two guys like that, because you know you can't really fail unless something really ridiculous happens. So, can you give me best cards for DraftKings? Let me bring up DraftKings. Like I said before, I like Steven Peterson as an underdog this week, and I'm going to play quite a simple read. I don't think he gets stopped, and I think he easily puts up 40 points, maybe even more, and then you've got a really high ceiling if he does win. Oh, shit, I just seen I've entered like $30 into DraftKings this week for the golf, the Open, and current winnings is $1,406. Hopefully that stays. I doubt it though. Right, let's go. MMA. MMA, there we go. Best dogs, let me see. I can't remember the pricing off the top of my head. For me, my top 3 dogs that I like. I like Steven Peterson, 7,400. I like Gabriel Silva at 69, but I think he's got a very tough fight. And then I think my number 1 guy, actually, I'm really starting to come on to RDA. I don't know why. But like I say, I've not got a read in that fight at all. I've picked Leon to win the fight, but as the weeks went on, I think I like RDA a little bit more. So he's 7,900. But yeah, I think I'm going to be playing a lot of Steven Peterson this week. Yeah, golf. I know. I love golf, by the way. That was my first sport I loved growing up. I used to be a pretty good golfer back in the day. Literally used to spend all summer out in the golf course. Even the winters, I used to spend a lot of time out there. And I still watch quite a bit now when I'm not kind of watching fights and stuff. So yeah, sounds like you're better than Pat Mayo. I've actually got some bets on for this week as well. I don't think they're doing too good. I know I never bet Rory. I know I never bet Tiger. Jordan Spieth, I think, was one of them. I don't know why I bet him. There's a couple more, but no, golf. I've did pretty well with golf in DraftKings this year. I don't play all that much. I usually only pay maybe $20 tops a week, but I've had some weeks where I've won 120, 150. So not too bad. Pat Mayo, I love listening to Pat Mayo, though I love his shows on YouTube. I listen to them all the time. Boa Constrictor, Olenek. I'll probably be pretty heavy on Walt Harris. Yeah. Might bet Arlovski. I wish you the best of luck with that one. I would never do it, but yeah. The Boa Constrictor he can well, I don't think he can strike blow for blow with Walt Harris, but he throws such weird angle strikes. It's a big looping shot that it could really put Walt Harris off. But yeah, he could definitely catch him with something. But I think Walt Harris, he's got to use that boxing background, use his speed, use his athletic ability, use his angles, which is far better. Like Olenek doesn't take much damage. Like he absorbs. He slows down really quick. He takes too many shots. He wears the damage really badly. And if Walt just doesn't get tangled up with this guy, he wins the fight all night long with his boxing and speed if he uses it. But he can't stay flat on his feet. If he does, Olenek, like you say, he winds up a big looping shot. He could catch him with something. So, yeah. Arlovski, much better fighter. 10 years ago, maybe. I still have no idea how the UFC are keeping Andrei Arlovski. He must know something about Dana White or something to be kept in the UFC. Because it's crazy that they're still keeping him around. Maybe for name value or I don't know. I actually rewatched on the lead up to this one the Rothwell fight with Bogoy Ivanov, and I was like so pissed that he lost that fight. I think that's one of the fights that has really annoyed me this year was the Rothwell Bogoy Ivanov fight, because I had money on Ben obviously and he lost, so even though I don't think he did. But yeah. Whitaker or Adesanya? I'm on Robert Whitaker. I think Robert Whitaker's an unbelievably good fighter. I think he's still what's the word I'm looking for? Undervalued, but then again, the guy pulls out of fights. He's been injured. He's had ailments and stuff. So, but I still rate him very, very highly as a really good fighter. Oh, I'm going to New Jersey for the Kobe fight. That'll be fun. When is that? Is that 2 weeks away? That's after 240, yeah. August 3rd. It's a good main event. Kobe against Robbie's a great main event. Haprast is fighting. That's decent. Mickey Gall. Oh, Mickey Gall, when did he come in? July the 9th. Oh, I've totally missed that. There's some decent fights on that card, actually. Lucy Pudilova against Antonina Shevchenko. That could be good. Not bad. First time off, shout out from America, Phoenix, Arizona. Arizona. Love that place. That's my home away from home. Bobby Knuckles going to teach Adesanya a lesson. I agree. Hopefully he does. I like Adesanya as well. I love the way he fights, but I think Bobby Knuckles has got him. Phoenix, Arizona. Cannot wait to go back there. Spent 4 years of my life there. It was brilliant. Mickey Gall is selling pizzas at Mark Henry's place. Wow. Vic can hurt Hooker to the body like he did with Paul Felder. He could. Yeah. Yeah, he has been training with Joe Schilling. I actually seen that. I think he's been doing that for a few fights actually now. He's been out in California with Joe Schilling, but not really sure much. His fight against Diego Sanchez was so bad. Molina's a 700 underdog, a tough, rugged veteran. You think if you're throwing down $100, Molina, is that tonight or? I'm literally just watching the Gillian Robertson fight with Molly McCann. And I remember I was in Liverpool and obviously everybody was supporting Molly because she's from Liverpool, and there's me shouting for Gillian because I bet her as an underdog, and I was getting really dirty looks from a lot of people. So, lesson learned. Just stay quiet with shit like that. But she's really good at getting the single leg. Interesting. Because this girl she's going to be facing, Sarah Frota, is like, she's really slow on her feet and very kind of cumbersome. And once Gillian gets to the ground there, she's quite heavy. She never stops moving. So that's a fight I'm kind of looking into a little bit more now. Make a prediction video of Justin Bieber, Tom Cruise happens. Hey, if you people want it, I'll make it. Thurman versus Pacquiao. Ooh. That's this weekend. I don't know who I've got. I thought Pac-Man was fighting Amir Khan. Where was I reading that this week? Because I know that Amir Khan had a fight. And I'm sure he won that, but he says that the Pacquiao fight was next. They've already... Oh, I can't be right then, if he's fighting Thurman. I feel like Don Pilarti won't finish the fight. He's a fade for me in DraftKings. I've got 3 lineups. I think only 3 lineups made. I'm not going to be making too many this week. Let me go lineups. I think I've got out the 3 of them. I've got him in 2, but I've got room. I've got room to take him out definitely because I've got like $600 or $700 salary left. Golf. MMA. Yeah. Yeah. I just think Pilates a little bit too rugged for this guy. Too rough. But like I say, I could change stuff up a little bit. Amir Khan fight in November. Started taking Thurman in some parlays 2 months ago. He's now minus plus 115. Oh, so he's the dog to Manny Pacquiao. David Price and Dave Allen. Is that on the Dylan White and is it Rivas that are fighting this weekend? I actually seen a little bit of that earlier on. Not the biggest boxing guy. I do like watching it though, when I get the time to. You guys looked into UFC 240 yet? Or is there anything that you've seen that you like? I really like Arman Sarukian. I am. There's not too many fighters I completely kind of really not fallen in love with, but like really admire when you watch their fights. But Sarukian's one of those guys I think is going to go a long, long way. How's Hernandez Harris parlay? Well, I think Hernandez is going to lose personally. I think that fight's going to be really, really tough. I don't mind Walt Harris, but it's dog or pass in that fight for me. I don't know what the odds are. What's Alexander Hernandez like? Minus 180? Minus 200? Oh shit. So the price in Hernandez has went up from when I last seen. Yeah, at plus 170 I would take a shot in Trinaldo. I'm not going to bet that fight, but yeah. I still think I'm going to bet. Actually, I said in my predictions that I wasn't going to bet James Vick, but I think I am going to bet James Vick. The other 2 bets I'm looking at. So I have 2 bets so far. I've got Gabriel Silva, I've got Pilarti and Jinsu Sun in a parlay. Greg Hardy looks like he's going to be a bet, and probably the last one's going to be James Vick. So we'll see how that goes. I would love to get plus 100 on Greg Hardy, but I don't know whether it's going to make it. I think that fight's going to always be minus 105, minus 110, so on, so on. Haven't really looked at the betting odds all that much this week, but Pilates up to minus 340. I think that's a bit high. Jin Sun's back down to minus 190. I think that line might close up actually on that Jin Sun fight, because I've seen some people talk up Bautista a little bit. So Borg Harris parlay. If I was to put somebody with Walt Harris, let me see. I would. It doesn't look like a great parlay card to me. If I was maybe, I don't know what the odds are in over 3.5 rounds with Edwards and Dos Anjos, maybe I would do like something like that, even 2.5. So over 2.5 rounds with Walt Harris. But like I say, Walt Harris is bettable at minus 155 at the minute. So yeah. Yeah, I'm like I say, with Alexander Hernandez, I think, like I say, he's still a young kid. But like this is his third, fourth fight, and he's facing Trinaldo. Trinaldo's a tough out, man. He really is. He's a tough fight. Why would you parlay Harris at all? Nah, I don't see him. I don't see him as a suspect bet. He definitely lose. Don't get me wrong, but like I say, if I was going to play him, I would play him straight instead of parlaying him. The odds, like I say, I'm one of these people that usually around minus 200, I'll start parlaying people. Maybe a little bit less, minus 190, sometimes minus 180. But I was actually looking at my parlays for this year. I think I've had 24 parlays and I've nailed 17, I think it is. So I've did all right this year with that. Straight picks has been kind of, I need to get back to underdogs, and that's what I did last week, and it came back through. So did you enjoy Ryan Hall's performance on the weekend? You know what? I don't think Ryan Hall's performance was bad. It's just it's so bad to see him running in fights, but his striking's coming along. If he could just make his hands a little bit better, he'd be so dangerous. Because you can see fundamentals with him there, with his spins and with his hands a little bit, but he doesn't really put combinations together that well. If he was to get that a little bit better, he would be really, really dangerous. And obviously we know about his ground game, so yeah. Yeah, if Harris gets taken down, the thing is with that, with Olenek, if he takes anybody down, you should start sweating your balls off. Seriously, because that guy could, like you say, he can. He's the guy submits you off of his back. Like he's did it pretty much his whole career. He's did it standing up. He's did it on top position. He's did it off his back. The dude's got like a scary grip strength. It's not even funny. So, yeah. DraftKings oriented, yeah. Like I say, I'm not the greatest DraftKings kind of player, and it's something I've been meaning to do, but it's like I say, I think there's better people out there that you should maybe check out for DraftKings, and I know people look for a lot of like free stuff out there to kind of help them with these type of things. It's like there's people like Brett Apley who's got his package for events, and his write-ups on fights are crazy good. I can't remember how much his package is for DraftKings related stuff, but it's unbelievable, right? And it's the same with Kyle Marley as well. I've seen his write-ups as well, and they're unbelievably good write-ups. The guy's put so much time into it. Big fan of those guys, and I can read into that. And I watched the DraftKings podcast with Sun Tzu and Brett every week with Mike when he's on. there's the RotoWire guys with Chris, DFS Sniper. But I think next year I'm going to try and. I think I said that this year, actually, that I was going to put more into DraftKings, but I'm desperate to get another good year of betting. I'm not doing great in betting this year, but I'm still up. I'm just wanting to try and keep it going and say to myself I can do another year where I can profit handily. But yeah, DraftKings have kind of condensed down a little bit. I used to be a little bit. I used to waste a lot of money in DraftKings, and I've really stopped doing that now. So I've got Bader over Congo. Yeah, I cashed in some good dogs last week. Hit him at first round KO. 6-1. That's a good bet. MMA by the numbers. That's a new guy. I'll need to check that out. I've got a lot of people actually. There's a guy that was in the chat there. Was it Okash? Sorry if I've. OE Cash MMA picks. There's another guy that's on here. I've been meaning to check his out as well. So sleeping on Sam Alvey. Oof. Like I try and watch his fights, and then I can't do it. So yeah, like I say, a man in there, OE Cash MMA picks, bro. If you want to put your link into this, and if people go back and watch this to take it to your channel, by all means, don't just throw it in. More people that can see it, the better for yourself. So just go ahead and do that. There's one fight next week that I'm really looking forward to watching, and I really want someone to like get knocked out pretty viciously. You guys want to take a guess on what fight that's going to be? It is on the main card. If that gives you any clues. I think it's on the main card, actually. Better check. Yeah, it's on the main card. There's a guy I want to see get knocked out viciously. And it's happened to him before. So, yeah. Big bet on Stephen Peterson. Like I said, I think he's a fine DraftKings play. I don't think I'm going to bet him. I bet him last time against Luis Pena. And I think I decided after that fight, I'm never going to bet him, but he's going to be a DraftKings pick of mine going forward. So, yeah. Nico Price versus Jeff. That's right. I want Nico Price to get knocked out pretty badly. Ortega's a beat. That fight's not happening. Greg Hardy. Give me plus money on Greg Hardy. If I can get plus 100, I'll happily take minus 105, but just give me that dog money and that will make my mind up that I'll bet him. So always like Happy's just when you thought it was gone, it comes back with a vengeance and makes you feel sick. I've never been a fan of Nico Price. I don't know what it is. This what was I watching earlier on? I was watching the Dogger Pass podcast with Paul and Cody was going like he's not the biggest fan of Leon Edwards, and we're talking about what fighters we can't really stand and stuff. Nico Price, I don't know what puts me off about that guy, but I love to see him eat punches. You have no idea how much I've watched the Al Hassan fight where he got knocked out. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but I love seeing Nico Price absorb damage. So, but I do actually think I was looking at the lines for that card next week, and he is plus 245. I think that's a little off. I think Jeff Neal at minus 290 is rather high. So, yeah. Not for me. See, if Juan Adams would actually use his wrestling, then I would maybe not go anywhere near Greg Hardy. Jeff Hardy's the wrestler. But I know in the De La Rocha fight, he took him down one time. But I just think there's that much bad blood between these two. They're going to start swinging at one another. I think the faster guy is Greg Hardy. I don't know whether he hits harder, but I don't know. Cody and Paul are my boys. Cody and Paul they put one of the best shows I think out there. Couple of guys out there they're a kind of mix of bait and DraftKings, and then betting wise, obviously there's half the battle. Shaq and Dan, I think, are really good with what they do, and the numbers speak for themselves. So yeah, I really like Nico. Like I said, I have no idea what it is. I have no idea what it is with Nico Price. I don't know whether it's just how weird he is. I know I bet Tim Means. Did I bet Tim Means last time? Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, the guy's got some big power on him as well, so I have to be careful with that, yeah. First Englishman ever. I'm not English. Let's get out the road. Never English. Scottish. But no, I think I've got like 20 jerseys. It's weird. And I only wear like the same 4. I've got like 20 jerseys, but I probably wear the same 4 every time. So yeah. Asking had a horrible weight cut. That guy had a horrible sore chin. It's okay. Unemployed Mario Yamasaki. It's all good. See how easy that was to get me triggered, though? Just call me an Englishman and that instantly gets my back up. Espn lad. Yeah, that weight cut was rough. That fight should have never, ever took place. But I'm glad it did, because Jermaine Durandamy made me money, so yeah. Gordon Ramsay says, I'm fucking Scottish. Who had money in Faber? Good luck, like, well done if you did. I did not see that coming. Costa Romero. I like Romero. Romero's an absolute fucking beast. Costas as well. I just think this is a bit too early. I'm Puerto Rican and they call me Mexican. Yeah. Maze Chaser MMA, what's up? My man. Got a great Instagram. Go follow you guys in the chat in here. Or if you're going to watch back, whether Maze Chaser MMA, I think that's what it is on Instagram. Make some great MMA pictures and so on. And he helped me with my what do you call it? Like thumbnail type thing, header board. Well, I don't know what it is. It's 1:30 in the morning. My brain's half asleep. So, yeah, he makes some great pictures. 500 in Faber. Shit, that's gutsy. Ballsy. I will pay if he Diaz is a line, pick him. I'm still wait. I said this earlier on. I'm still waiting for Nate Diaz to pull out of that fight, but we're a couple of weeks out, so maybe he's going to end up fighting. It's interesting, that fight, because Pettis, I think, even though he beat Wonderboy last time, he took a lot of damage in that fight, and we all know that Diaz can probably bust him up a little bit, but Pettis is one of those guys where he could change it up a little bit and use leg kicks and totally kind of bamboozle Nate Diaz a little bit. I'm not sure who I've got in that one yet. if they were remaking the A Team and you got a job as a casting director and the only available actors were MMA fighters, who would you cast and why? Right, so we need a big black dude. Who are we going to go with that? Let's go Aljo, because he likes wearing the chains. Oh, I'll need to come back to you on that. I'm kind of shit with questions like that. I need to think stuff out. Romero made me a lot of money. Yoel Romero has made me a shit ton of money in DraftKings. I've won, I think, out of the GPPs that I've won, he's been the guy that's brought it home for me. I know the last big GPP I won was when he knocked out Rockhold. I walked away with I think it was a couple of thousand, I think, that night. So, yeah. What's my favourite basketball team? I haven't got a favourite basketball team. I will watch any team, but I just like collecting jerseys where American football, it's the Arizona Cardinals. Like I will watch them week in, week out. I will watch so much of them in the run up to their games. But basketball, if the Utah Jazz were against, I don't know, the Orlando Magic, I'll sit and watch that. So yeah. So many people were picking Lad. Yeah, I can see why, but I just thought that, like, she'd never faced a striker like Jermaine Durandamy. Never, not even close. And then when I saw the weight cut, I was just thinking to myself, like, Jermaine hit her with a body kick, fold her with a body kick, and she didn't even have to do that. The first right hand she landed, that was it. So, yeah. Oh, Francis would be a good guy in the A Team remake. That'd be pretty cool. Sam Alves Chase. I don't understand DraftKings. So Quincy, DraftKings is pretty much, you've got, so say this week there's 13 fights on the card, so there's 26 fighters, and I think they're priced from 94 down to $6,800, and you've got $50,000 to make a team, and then as the fights are going on, fighters accumulating points. So for signature strikes, you get half a point. For takedowns, you get points. For reversals, and so on and so on. Knockouts, knockdowns, finishing round 1, 2, or 3. Then you accumulate points, and you can win some money out of it if you can get your team together. I really enjoy DraftKings every week. I really enjoy it. I have for a long time. It was the same with Counter Move was one I really enjoyed Counter Move, and then DraftKings, we couldn't get it over here in the UK, and yeah. How many live events have I been to? I've been to, I want to say 30 UFC. I've been to 36 live events since 2000. Oh, it was UFC 70, I think. That 2007? 2007, yeah. So I've been to 36 live events. In fact, it's more than that. 36. Yeah, no, it's 36. 36 live events since 2007. But I've not been to one in 14 months, so I'm due one. So yeah. Back when I was younger, I used to love flying all over the place for UFC events. But now, I've got kids and stuff like that, so it's not as easy. Even though the UFC ones in Europe I quite enjoy, but quite expensive to go to them. Oh, someone's gave me $1. I'm guessing this is what this super chat's all about. Is that Chewy the Chiefer? You gave me $1. You're the man. Thank you for that. Much appreciated. Come to Canada events. I've been to, one of my favourite ones was John Jones against Vitor Belfort. I think that was in Toronto. I love Canada. I absolutely love Canada. It was when I was a young boy. It was the place I was always saying that I would retire in Canada, and I really should get back for another card there. So, yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm going to back up in the chat a little bit. I don't want to miss anything that you were saying. I was at Mac versus Aldo. I wasn't at that one. That annoyed me. Johnny Walker. No, I don't think he's going to beat John Jones. I don't think any of these new fighters beat John Jones. I don't see it. Who I got in the main event this week? I've got Leon Edwards, but that's going to be my official pick. But as this week's went on, I've started thinking more about RDA actually. So yeah, Quincy, you should try and learn. Like, you can play DraftKings and play for free, just like play me in a head-to-head game for nothing. And then when you get more confident, we can play for money. Chewy the Chiefer, I think that's your name. All the best, bro. Thanks for the $1. It's awesome. Not sure if you covered this yet. I missed the fight, but heard Andre Philly got a first-round knockout. Yeah, he got a vicious knockout. He had that Robert Whittaker style right hand, like hidden high kick. It was beautiful, and like not many people knock out Shimon Moraes, but yeah, he's been training at CSA. That's where Cody Garbrandt has been for a while, and I forget the head trainer out there, but he's really, really good. And the guys are looking crisp with their hands out there. So yeah, hopefully I picked him and I bet him. So yeah, I did. How old am I? I am 34. The grey hairs not give it away. I'm getting old as shit. So yeah. California. If you're in California, bro, you should go to 241 if you're close to LA. Is it LA? San Jose? LA. Yeah. I think Aldana beats Pennington. I do as well. Ozdemir might beat John Jones. Oh, nah. Yeah. Kieran Fitz, that's his name. Yeah, he's doing good things out there. I know a lot of the people are going out there with that guy. Yeah, you should get to 241. 241's a good card. I thought Rumble was fighting bare knuckle boxing. I thought it was against Alexander Emelianenko. Am I wrong? Was that just a hoax, maybe? Sure, I saw that last week, but I could be wrong. How do you see right now Rumble versus Jones? John Jones, but Rumble's always got a chance with that power, but we've seen that he doesn't really fight. Doesn't really fight with his head all that great. So yeah. Did I see Ben Rothwell's pre-fight interview? No, I'm going to watch a couple of interviews before I go to bed. In the next hour, I bet I'll go to bed at about 3 a.m. That's the usual time for me. So it was a rumour. I thought that. I did see it last week on Twitter very, very briefly, but yeah. Autumn the Goat. Yeah, Rumble used to fight 170. How scary is that? In fact, I'm going to put on a Rumble Johnson. I'm going to put UFC Fight Pass on and watch a Rumble Johnson fight at 170. Is it Yoshihiro Yokoyama? I think it was. Let me see. Anthony Johnson. Rumble. Videos. Let's go back. Vitor Belfort, Charlie Brenneman. Yoshiyuki Yoshida, UFC 104. So yeah. Can't believe John extended Thiago 5 rounds. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Oh my god. They've got the pre-fight things here, and Rumble Johnson looks so thin. That's crazy. It's crazy how that guy's power's just stuck with him. Guys with that natural power. What beast Rumble Johnson was. Crazy. Guys, I think I'm going to throw some probably going to throw some links into the chat here just to show a little love for my where is it? Yeah, there. Just to show some love for my other podcast, MMA Huddle. If you've not subscribed to the MMA Huddle, it's pretty much me and my friend John speaking about fights. So it's pretty much the same as what I do in my channel. But even if you don't watch, go subscribe anyway. Show some love. Like I say, you don't have to watch it. Just go and show some love. Hit the subscribe button, because I've got my channel on here. See this here? John, who is my co-host, fought a guy who fights in the UFC right now. I don't know if we've mentioned that in the podcast, but he fought a guy who fights in the light heavyweight division. So yeah, I think we've mentioned that before. Could be wrong. He got submitted in a couple of minutes. But from where John comes from, the Isle of Man, like, he's got a small team, so it's quite fun to for him to give it a try and go out there and try and fight some guys. It's kind of crazy. So yeah, Paul Craig, that's the one. Yeah, guy with a beard. That's him. I'm going to go find my man, OE Cash MMA Picks. He's in the chat. He was in the chat. So, like I said, I always try and show love to guys who make content, because at the end of the day, they don't have to do it. So, if you can, just go and support, show some love. So I'll put his latest video in the chat. If you want to check out. But yeah. Corey Anderson. No, I don't think Corey Anderson. I don't think any. Honestly, I'm that much of a believer in John Jones's talents that I think that I don't see anybody beating that guy. But it's obviously going to come because all the greats end up losing at some point. So. I mean, holy shit. Like, looking at Rumble Johnson there and how big he actually went on to be, size-wise, is crazy. I don't know who said it, Mike Goldberg, Maze Chaser, yeah, my man Scott. Like, it's weird listening Goldberg back in the UFC days. It's when was that fight? UFC 104. Oh, Rumble missed weight. That's a surprise. 2009, so this fight was nearly 10 years ago. That's crazy. Do I watch Luke Thomas's breakdowns? Not really. I don't know what it is. I sometimes I really like Luke Thomas, and sometimes he just, I don't know what it is. I go off him. I'm like that with some like people, podcasts and stuff. I'll listen, like I'll look out for everything that they do, and then there's some people I'll totally miss out for months, and that's the same with a lot of different podcasts, like American football, other sports. I'll do that as well, but. Yeah, should Rockhold retire? Yeah, I think he should. That was rough. But again, I mean, it's like Rockhold, so I found it kind of quite funny. So, with the amount of shit that guy talks. So yeah. Steve Mazzagatti. I mean, Ariane's been in the UFC for a long time as well, eh? Chin is gone, yeah. Chin is completely gone. Ooh. Oh, this Japanese dude had nothing for Rumble Johnson back in the day. Oh, yeah, up against the cage. Uppercut, right hook out. I mean, holy shit. That's funny. Made good money. Jan over Luke, TKO. Can't put muscle on your chin. You cannot. Pennington and Aldana. I've got Aldana. Oh, that right hand was so bad. Dang. Same. What are we looking at? Pennington and Aldana. No, I don't know. I'm on Aldana. I don't know where Pennington is. How do you see her winning the fight? Like I said, and when I was predicting it, I'm not so confident in Aldana where I want to bet her. But I'm like, try to find, if it comes a brawl, then I think it suits Aldana, who's more crisp. I think she's faster. She's got better footwork than Pennington. But then I think that Pennington might be able to get takedowns and grind her through that. Like you said there, you just put in grind. That could happen because Aldana gives you opportunities. You look at the Bernardo fight, the Becce fight. Like I say, I'm not going to be playing any of that in DraftKings. Well, maybe a little bit Aldana in DraftKings, but I'm not betting it. So, like, if you're going to go with Pennington, good luck. Hope you cash that bet. Rumble, was he 25 years old then? That's crazy as well. Yeah, Rumble was 25 years old. That's crazy. It's actually quite fun going back and look at some of these fights from years ago. Yeah, like I say, mate, if you're going to bet Pennington, I wish you all the best. Right, guys, I'm going to head away in like 2 minutes. I've got like 10% of battery left on my laptop. It's coming up to 2 a.m. So maybe it's time to think bedtime. So if you get any last questions, let me know. Anything you want to ask, anything you want to say, anything you want to abuse me by, throw names my way, go for it. Nice one for the stream. Like I say, I'm really bad. I keep saying I'm going to do more of these streams, and I never do it. If I'm going to do it, it's going to be on a Thursday night, because the Thursday night's the only normal shift I get from work. So, yeah. I'll maybe try and do this for an hour every Thursday. Because literally all I do is I sit here and I put UFC Fight Pass on, and I watch fights. So I might as well do that while I'm talking to you guys as well. So do PFL. I don't really watch it all that much PFL. I do watch Bellator, but then, like I say, that's why I get a lot of flack for putting my videos out really early. But it's because I work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I work like 12-hour shifts, and I work through like into the middle of the night, so like 2 a.m.s. So it's hard to like put out videos and like not watch any fights on fights on the cards. That's the reason I don't do as many. Like even Dana White, I wanted to do that this year, but like I've just found no time with the MMA huddle, with this, and then with work and a daughter. I've just got no time. So yeah. Levy Arnold, how you doing? Greg Hardy, I do like Greg Hardy this week, as bad as it sounds. I'm going to be playing a lot in DraftKings. There's a good chance I'm probably going to bet Greg Hardy. It's two guys who are not good fighters. Obviously, Juan Adams could maybe take us to the floor. If it stays standing, I've got Greg Hardy with his speed and his power. CA, all the best. Enjoy the fights this weekend. Yeah. Right, guys, I think I'm going to go because my eyes are starting to droop a little bit. So enjoy the card this weekend. Like I said, I'll try and get back next Thursday. I'll put it in my community page, whatever it is, on YouTube. And I'll try and get a better start time instead of 1 a.m. my time, but it might be better for you guys in America actually. So, Courtney, Scott, my Irish brother, Fight Game Pro, OE Cash. I forgot. Sorry, bro. What's your name? Let me know your name. I'm better at remembering names. OE Cash, MMA Picks, my boy Buffo, Jack Attack, Quincy, everybody that's been in here and talking away to me. I appreciate it. Thanks for the questions. Enjoy the fights, and take care. And by the way, Mage Chaser, I might be in touch with you soon. I maybe need to try and get some new stuff off you because, yeah, you're doing a DraftKings. I might do a DraftKings one in the near future. I'll see though. But Mage Chaser MMA, like my boy Scott, he's in the chat there. Go put it in Instagram and go follow him on there because he's got some really legit stuff in it. Enjoy looking at his stuff all the time. So until next time, guys, all the best and see you all very, very soon.